Welcome to my YouTube channel, Wonderpedia. Join us as we uncover 10 horrifying facts about the Middle Ages, a period marred by both incredible achievements and unspeakable horrors. Now, let's journey back in time to an era filled with darkness and intrigue. The Middle Ages, spanning from the 5th to the 15th century, was a complex historical period marked by significant achievements and notable horrors. While it brought about advancements in various fields, including art, architecture, and literature, it was also marred by horrifying aspects that reveal the darker side of human history. Number 1. The Black Death. The Black Death, caused by the bacterium Yersinia pestis, swept through Europe in the 14th century, leaving devastation in its wake. This pandemic, believed to have originated in Asia, killed an estimated 200 million people, wiping out nearly 30–60% of Europe's population. The speed of its spread and its terrifying symptoms, including fever, chills, and the infamous buboes, left people in a state of panic and despair. Entire communities were decimated, and the fear of the disease's return haunted Europe for centuries. Number 2. Torture devices. Torture devices were disturbingly prevalent during the Middle Ages, often used in the pursuit of confessions or as punishment for perceived crimes. The rack, a torture device that stretched the victim's limbs, was notorious for causing extreme pain and even dislocation of joints. The Iron Maiden, a coffin-like contraption filled with spikes, was used to impale victims slowly. Thumb screws, designed to crush the fingers, left individuals in excruciating agony, making them confess to anything to end the suffering. Number 3. Witch hunts and trials. The Middle Ages were notorious for witch hunts and trials. Thousands of people, mostly women, were accused of witchcraft and subjected to brutal interrogations, leading to countless executions. Number 4. Inquisition. The Inquisition, a powerful institution established by the Catholic Church to combat heresy, was responsible for interrogating and persecuting those suspected of deviating from religious doctrine. The methods used by the Inquisition included torture, such as the water torture, where water was forcibly poured down the victim's throat, causing a sensation of drowning. The Inquisition's activities instilled fear and distrust, leading to a dark era in religious history. Number 5. Public executions. Public executions were common during the Middle Ages, with beheadings, hangings, and burnings at the stake being popular methods of execution. These spectacles were often attended by crowds and intended to serve as a deterrent. Number 6. Leprosy outbreaks. Leprosy, a disfiguring and stigmatized disease, was prevalent during the Middle Ages. Those afflicted with leprosy faced social isolation and banishment from their communities. Many were forced to live in leper colonies, where they endured harsh living conditions, lack of medical care, and the pain of being separated from their families. Number 7. Child labor. Child labor was widespread during the Middle Ages. Children as young as 6 were often put to work in mines, farms, and workshops, enduring grueling conditions and long hours. Number 8. Dungeon prisons. Prisons during the Middle Ages were grim and inhumane, with many prisoners kept in dark, damp dungeons. These dungeons were rife with poor sanitation, leading to the spread of diseases and miserable living conditions. Overcrowding was common, and prisoners endured extreme hardship. Number 9. Warfare and siege engines. Medieval warfare was characterized by its brutality, with battles and sieges resulting in widespread destruction and loss of life. Sieges, in particular, could last for months or even years, with soldiers and civilians suffering from famine and disease. The use of siege engines, such as trebuchets and battering rams, added to the horrors of war. These massive machines could destroy fortifications and lead to immense suffering. Number 10. Feudal serfdom. Feudalism was a social and economic system that dominated the Middle Ages. Under this system, peasants, or serfs, were bound to the land and subjected to the authority of nobles. Serfs had limited rights, and many were subject to exploitation and forced labor. They were tied to the estates of their lords, unable to leave or improve their circumstances. And there you have it, a glimpse into the harrowing aspects of the Middle Ages, a period marked by both brilliance and brutality. Don't forget to click subscribe and ring that notification bell to continue your journey through the annals of history with us.